Welcome to Excelcast number 4. In this Excelcast we're going to look at creating a management accounts template. Within the creating of the template we're going to look at custom formats, we're going to look at sumif formulas, sumifs formulas, vlookup formulas and if formulas, among other quick shortcuts. So let's get started. So this sheet that we have, I want to keep this for future reference. So I'm going to create a copy of this sheet. So we'll come down to the tab, right click, move a copy, create a copy and move to the end. And now we can see we have our original and we have our management accounts too. So let's double click on this to rename it. And we'll call this management accounts version 0.01. And let's call this management accounts version 0.02. Okay. So we're ready to get started, but we have some cells that we do not need. So let's delete these rows from the spreadsheet. So we'll click on the Alt key, and it will activate the shortcut, the keyboard shortcut prompts. And we can see we've H for home, we have D for delete, and R for rows. Okay, and you can see they're gone. So let's undo that. So Control and Z on the keyboard to undo, and let's do it a little bit quicker. Alt H D R, and the rows are gone. So let's try to repeat. Alt H D R, and the rows are gone. So you can see by using shortcuts, it speeds up the work very, very much. Okay, so what do we want to see in our management accounts? Let's say we want to see our actual, our budget. We'll go prior year, and our budget. Okay, but I want to put budget in between actual and prior year. So I want to insert a column in here. Okay, so what we could do is copy this over to here and type in budget. But what if we had all of these cells with data that we couldn't do that? Let's undo and undo. So we want a new column, so we'll go Alt H for home, I for insert, and C for columns. So undo, and we'll do it again. Alt H I C, and now we can type in budget. And any content that was in the cells here, I've moved across. Okay. So we want to do the budgets and management accounts that will show management accounts on a monthly basis as well as a total basis. Okay, so we'll start with the first month, and we'll presume that the year end is a December year end. So we'll start with the 1st of January 2013. Okay, so we go 1 January 2013. Okay, so I just want to see January 2013. So we'll change the number format. So again, Alt H FM for format number. And we want to change the format type to 1st of January. No, so let's type it in. We want month for January and year for the year. Or will we go? We'll go with 3, or we'll go with 4 Ys to bring in January 2013. Okay, so now we have our date formatted. This January needs to go across these cells here. So let's merge and center these. So there's a number of ways of doing it. One way is to click on merge and center. Okay, and we can see we have it nice and neatly arranged over the center. That makes life quite difficult when working with spreadsheets. As we go down to our spreadsheet here, we will be putting in different headings such as sales, cost of sales, etc. Look at an example, if we have merge and center, if we want to select a column and we use the arrow keys down, all of a sudden it goes into a block. We don't want that. So we'll delete this row. Okay, and the row is gone. Again, remember the shortcuts from earlier. And we don't want to see January 2013 merged and centered. What we will do is we will unmerge it, Alt H M and U for on merge. So there's another way of doing it. There's another option. And let's look at doing this on a shortcut. So Alt H for home, FA for format cells, and horizontal, Alt H for horizontal, C for center across selection, and OK. So now you can see we have it centered across a selection. So again, we have the same result as before, but if we want to highlight 5 or 6 cells and go through the merge section, it doesn't impact, it doesn't create a group as it did earlier. So let's do down here again, just to show the difference. Jan 2013 and HMC. Okay, so see, highlight these cells, everything's okay. Just copy these down, just show an example as well. So highlighting the row here, everything's working okay. Highlight the row here, and we can see we have a block, and that can just be awkward. Undo, undo, undo. Okay, Control Z to undo. Okay, so let's see what would be handy. Wouldn't it be handy if we didn't have to go through all of those shortcut keys? Alt H, F, A, Alt H, and center across. So that was 7 or 8 keystrokes. So let's look at these. Let's look at this. Is there a way can we do this better? We can do it through format cells. Sorry, wrong option. We can do it through format cell styles. So again, so let's look at the shortcut for the format cell styles. Alt H and J. Okay, let's go. First of all, let's highlight what we want to format. We'll format cell styles, click on this, and we'll click a new style. Okay, so style 1. So what's this? Center across selection. Okay, so includes number, no. Alignment, yes. Font, no. Border, no. Fill, no. And protection locked. That should be okay. I'm not sure of that. And hit OK. So now if we look at our cell styles, Alt H J, we can see we have a new custom center across selection. So let's see, will that work? Okay, so we will look at April. Let's copy this format. January, February 2013. Control D for control down, copy down. We'll call this March 2013. I copied that down to ensure that I copied down the formatting. So let's copy that down a few. Okay, so let's see, does merge and center work? So let's merge and center across 2 cells. Alt H J up 1, enter. Yes, looks centered. Alt H J up 1, definitely looks over 3. Go to over 4. Alt H J up 1. Alt H J up 1. Yes, as you can see, it's centered over a larger area each time. So now we've created a new custom format called center across selection, and it's only affecting the centering across. It's not affecting formatting or anything else. So let's delete what we don't need here. Okay, so January is also month 1. Okay, so we'll put in month 1. The year could start in April or October. So 1/10/2013. But our year end might still start in October. So we want October to be month 1. So again, so we want to center that across the selection. Alt H J up 1. Okay, so I want to see month 1 there. I don't want to see 1. So how can we make that, get month 1 there? I could type in month 1 and I have what I want. The disadvantage of that is it's text. If I want to use the months or the periods at a later stage in throughout my formulas, it's better to have it as a number. So I'm going to do a little cheat here, or a little trick here. So we'll go back to 1, and we have it at 1, but I want to put a month in front of it. So remember earlier we formatted our date format. So let's go again and format our number format just for this specific cell. So Alt H FM to format number, and tab and custom C and C. custom. And let's call this in double brackets to open to tell Excel that we're typing in text, month, close the brackets, and number. We'll just put in one. We'll put in two numbers. Put in one. One should suffice. Okay. Now, even though we can see up here, it's clearly still a number. Excel is recognizing it as number. So let's type in 12. Let's type in 99. Let's type in 100. You can see it's a number, and Excel is formatting it exactly as we want. Okay, so month one. We want to do a little bit of tidying up on this now and some formatting. So let's format our cells. So let's format, and we want to create some custom formats as well. So we'll put in a shading on this, Alt H, and we will go with a color scheme. What color scheme will we go with? I'll pick in red for we shall pick. Okay, so we've picked our orange as our color. We shall put our font bold, and we shall create a custom format. So Alt H J, and well, we could use these. Okay, so let's use the built-in custom formats. Alt H J, and okay, that looks all right. So month one, Alt H J for the month, for the month, the name of the month, and Alt H J for the actual budget per year. Okay, so I like to see borders around my thing, so we'll put in a border on this. Actually, let's go back into our cell styles, and let's right click and modify. And shall we put a border? Cancel, sorry. Let's put a border first. Tick border, cell styles, modify, border, format or border, and we'll go a heavy border outline, and okay, and okay. So now we have a border on that. Let's just try this. And okay, so we can see we have our font and our border. That's it for this part of this video. We'll tune back in for the rest in our series, and we will looking at putting in formulas and getting information to automatically update from a data source. Thanks for listening. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel.